So we know me, the landlord, the tenant, two on the team. We say, I crowd bang, Nenano, and the chair, Cocosadia to me.
Me, Pajo, me on, and me.
Landlord.
Demaestro,
landlord.
And that's what I'm for any message about so train.
So,
our for lady, no. Sister will check you.
I say, me see so broken heart in the day. Me that.
And I'm sure, and in Tia, now you be the way. One walk pass and the amount. You're next 15 minutes or dear. Udu 2 na teaching zone your broken heart in that. I can't 30 minutes.
Oh, landlord. I wish I had. I wish I said that. Mommy, happy birthday, Madam Janet Amankwa, or nurse Mampon Government Hospital. Mammy will come upon hospital at OBA, Mama Janet. We didn't do more hope. I say, because Senusi Seminary Kakra, and I'm a many Ampon so Kakra. Eti Mammy, the Juma Dino Duo, Mampon Hospital, no, those times, say, Yarinu Dinia do come upon hospital, ya Mammy, or jail show come. Because we senior nurse and a Jumedi or Dio Hodon Sono, and also a Dean or Hodon. Mama Janet Yanko Shao. Na Miami Yonko, Holy Stone, and Ponsasmet, Miami Nia Pan on a Yen chain. Na the Mamma Udini birthday, Mammy, so we did Juma Pan or Mampon Hospital. So say celebrating it. Mama Jane, Yanko Shao, if you are Doba, I mean, Shana be Uncle. But, boss, the Beshan Kumu in Comonasina. Mission commoners no papa yo dasui we say okra award ne kama and we begin hujuma kakra. When we talk about the Champions League, we have some certain coaches that they have that kind of class and aura to only go near the Champions League. But when two masters Asia masters ni Asia definitely your experience or what that kind of class in bit me outgaste the all less experience in Kakra. I'm not saying Pep Guardiola any experience. Guardiola has achieved everything that he needs to do in football. To me, I think say maybe a Guardiola a Druno. He needs to call it a dance. No one fish the stage. No be the Spanish national team. No koye say Jumano and Famano. No on try for a new adventure in his coaching life. But this man needs to be celebrated because this man, Bapoyo does Don Carlo Ancelotti, with my friend Carletti. This is the manner. So going to the Italian Serie A, most of these managers who meet the Italian Serie A, he is part of them. Now, he was once a player who played for AC Milan, played for Juventus Football Club. But then once a player for AC Milan, in those times in 1980s, and he recognized the UEFA Champions League as the Europa Cup in 1983, 85, 86, 87 coming. This man was part of the AC Milan team that was dominating in the European Cup during those times as a player. Now, when he became a coach, he came to Juventus Football Club to coaching Regalia, coaching Parma. But then at Regalia and Parma, he wasn't able to be successful because at that time, not only youthful age and only that experience in his coaching prowess. So when he came to AC Milan in the latter part of 2000, all through in the latter part in 2009, he became the longest serving manager for AC Milan. That was Don Carlo Ancelotti. And sometime in 2003, Coin fast for Emanova in the way. At the time, when Silvio Berlusconi, the owner of AC Milan, now he trusted this particular man called Don Carlo Ancelotti and wanted him to become that same manager for the AC Milan during those times. I think it was something magical. Papa said Don Carlo Ancelotti, the AC Milan. Now, when you check about this particular list, we A203, the UEFA Champions League final. Within that time in 2003. That was the first time we the all-Italian Serie A clubs final in the UEFA Champions League way back in 2003. And this particular man in 2001, 2002, we're winning the Serie A title, we're winning the Scudetto, we're winning the Coppa d'Italia, and the AC Milan is also going to the finals of the UEFA Champions League at that time. Silvio Berlusconi has spent a lot of money in the AC Milan Football Club. Or Maldini or that in Nestans or that Costa Queta was part of that particular team, and then he was being used as a right full back for the side of AC Milan. Kalazi, that player we now need Georgia Nia Brantiano.
He was a solid part.
Very good.
Alexander Costacuta. Nesta.
Maldini.
And Kaka Kalazi.
That
was the we no so still are no more consider goals. Solid team.
Very good. But one thing about this particular team, they say, most of these players they were stars. They were Gaalacticos at that time. So AC Milan, share any other team, because they have a certain Paolo Maldini who started playing for the football club as part in 1990s. Coming on to the main team in 2000s, making sure to be partner with Nesta for about 3-4 years during his tenure as a defensive midfielder and also as a defender for the side of AC Milan. He was doing that job for AC Milan. So Maldini, Nesta, partnering each other in the 2-3 finals, meeting against Juventus. Calazzi will be played as a left fullback, Costa Curta will be playing as a right fullback, and Andre Pirlo will be used as a deep line playmaker. This particular guy defined the real definition of say Obo as a static number 6, unyusu wahondin bebrene mumnube yusu winyansa and intelligence just to control the midfield. This was Andre Pirlo under Don Carlo Ancelotti. And quite under Don Carlo Ancelotti first to try Pirlo in FIFA, it was something special for the side of Andre Pirlo. And he was that particular player. When he gets the ball, he loves to control the game. He loves to send in a lot of long passes into the attacking third. He loves to make sure he will split opponents in terms of breaking lines for the attacking third for Rui Costa, Inzaghi, or Shevchenko to actually score that particular goal. But so had this particular midfielder. They had a certain, Gattuso. Gattuso will use a lot of energy as a deep line playmaker, but then when you drop in Andre Pirlo to become a deep line playmaker, you will see Gattuso so awkward as an offensive pivot just to block a lot of ball from the attackers. And Clarence Seedorf will be used as a creativa, inventing himself just to support Rui Costa as the definite striker leading the attacking third of AC Milan. But so Inzaghi, Shevchenko, these three attackers for the side of AC Milan, they were not wingers. Shevchenko is not a winger. Filippo Inzaghi is not a winger. He's a typical false number 9. Shevchenko is a typical false number 9. But with the rotational policy that Don Carlo Ancelotti invented in AC Milan squad in 2003, they were able to rotate a lot of policies, making sure this time around Seedorf wouldn't be used as a left midfielder supporting Gattuso in the right midfield. There be Nobel used Seedorf to become a hybrid winger supporting Shevchenko. The Shevchenko initiated a lot of attack at the core in the sense of Rui Costa Abeva. You will see Seedorf all Sheho at the other side of AC Milan.
Wow,
that was the kind of tactics Papa we Edirim. This is not about the tactics, but then it's about the game management and personal relationship with these Galacticos stars of Timinya, a control in 2003, a that Papa Champions League from Juventus football.
That's Ancelotti shots any players I can see Ejman and
Debbie.
Or no my year that.
Or no my year data. And
that's why your coach is all managing in my year. Players we want. Yeah. Also so better to
and we are talking about big players and when says our team we so Italians knew we check this particular team in 2007. Most of them are called the Italian, the German 206 final, beating against France.
Yeah.
Yes. And that time, Obiotimi bridged that gap. Supervising the development of these Italian players was Don Carlo Ancelotti. And he did that particular job very well. Now, from 2003 or 2005, Ankoye were Istanbul because he met a certain Liverpool football club. At the time, I'll call first half. No, I shot 3 goals to nil. No, if you say we win the game, we almost call a quick jubilate, but don't back in the second half. Steven Gerrard mo to take Kahneman by 3 to call penalties. Not Liverpool team that particular side no. But what check is this particular team in 2007? We call finals against the Liverpool Football Club. Omko take revenge. Istanbul. This was the same squad they rim over the side of the 205. But this time around, so check it with 203. Lineup now. 2 players spend 80 frame. Costa Curta and Calazzi 80 frame. You are having Maldini and Nesta as the 2 partners, centre backs for AC Milan. When you're Jankulovski or Nobo as a left full back, Odo as a right full back for the side of AC Milan. You have the same scenario of Andre Pirlo as a deep line playmaker, but this time around, Obe shifted Clarence Seedorf to become a left winger for AC Milan, and then Ambrosini will become the right midfielder. And in a certain way, Ambrosini can also become a left full back for AC Milan. It is a although game the next person will be pushing Amnabo in the left midfield position for AC Milan will be Ambrosini. And Ambrosini during his time at AC Milan, he became one of the real midfielders. He was doing everything. He was a versatile player. Otimibo as a static number 6, Otimibo as a left full back, Otimibo as a right full back. Baby Ambrosini will get you want to come and the amount. But then Hanana 71, who Kaka, who Giladino, who Shevchenko, who Pato. But then he chose Kaka to become an orchestra. And Kaka in this particular season, that was the 2007, who will lead that attacking line of AC Milan just to become an auxiliary striker who will support Inzaghi over there with attacking third. At the time, he was scoring a lot of goals, just like how Oyusu Jude Bellingham last season in the 4-3-3 diamond shape for the side of for the side of Real Madrid Football Club, making sure Obenya Rodrigo de Guez in the right wing, Obenya Vinicius Jr. in the left wing, and Obe places Jude Bellingham to become a half attacker and then a half striker, placing him on the tip of that particular attacking third. And Jude Bellingham was scoring a lot of goals. Over here too, Kaka in 2007, he was scoring a lot of goals, and at the end of 2007 season, Omoji the Champions League in Oko Italian Serie A, the best top scorer, Kaka was part. Even in the UEFA Champions League that season, Kaka was topping that particular goal scoring chart. And your boss season, he na Kaka the Ballon d'Or in that particular 2007. A certain magical era of Don Carlo Ancelotti in San Bini. Now, we are talking about the same 2006-2007. You get Inzaghi or Gladino. Kaka will actually move from that particular attacking third and actually movie straight into the right midfield of AC Milan. Clarence Seedorf can easily move into the left side of AC Milan on wing side. No, Ambrosini, with the exception of that picture I'm showing, Ambrosini had Obo in the right midfield, but over here he's actually playing the left midfield. Yeah. Meaning he was a versatile player. And Kafu, within that short moment of time, so Obi to say, oh, don't Kafu, that well experienced right fullback will give you that kind of upgrade. So bit more support to Gattuso. And that midfield, Jankulovski will help Ambrosini over there when they actually dwell on this particular shape. Obey using either the 4-3-3 diamond formation for AC Milan, also Obey using the typical Catenaccio 3-5-2 system for AC Milan, and he was champion that particular course in 2006-2007 or the Italian Serie A. But after that particular moment, Ofri AC Milan came to Chelsea, won the domestic domestic trophy for Chelsea, both the English Premiership and then the FA Cup. After that season, Napoli, a lot of clubs, Everton, came to the side of Real Madrid Football Club 2014. They winning the La Decima. Look at Kwan of us the La Decima, Grand Star. At that time, Mourinho Mabe taking Real Madrid Football Club. It's not taking Madrid to the 3 times in the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League, but then Oju Obiene Yinefrim. A certain class. He needed a certain class because at that time, now Florentino Perez has entered a new era of signing Gaalacticos players. Wakoto Ronaldo, Wakoto Xabi Alonso, Wakoto Angel Di Maria, Wakoto Kadira, Wakoto a lot of players. Diomaba, you need that kind of culture. In the man-to-man management and in the player relationship with most of them, good. Meeting at Atletico Madrid was 2014 Lisbon. He did that particular job with exception of that 93rd goal minute as Sergio Ramos did my Real Madrid Football Club. And at the end of the tunnel, Don Carlo Ancelotti reinvented himself in the history of Real Madrid Football Club, winning the 10th UEFA Champions League title for Real Madrid Football Club. Currently, as we speak, the second coming, we did the UEFA Champions League 2 times for Real Madrid Football Club. On the course of going into another 3rd victory for the side of UEFA Champions League for Real Madrid Football Club under his second spell. But the ideology about this particular squad of Don Carlo Ancelotti is actually exceptional. We check it from 2014, check it this particular season. The kind of things now Real Madrid Football Club now. And to say the 2014 and the 2021 and even the 2020-2022 season, they're not moving here. No. This one, you are having Kylian Mbappe leading attack and as a force number 9. Getting Vinicius Jr. in the left wing, and then either you get Brahim Diaz in the right wing or Rodrigo de Guez in the right wing. But when it comes to the midfield, it's very, very, very tedious for him to select best players on the midfield because you have Dani Ceballos who can give you the equilibrium and the chemistry in that midfield. You get Papa Efense Chouameni getting you that flexible movement of football. Eduardo Camavinga will be radical, and then he can become the static number 6 for Real Madrid. And then you get Federico Valverde as a half number 6, a half number 8. Whenever Biana these attackers in Betimel the first person to pounce on power is Federico Valverde. And even in defensive structure, you are having a certain young boy called Raul Asensio who is organizing himself to become the new Sergio Ramos for Santiago Bernabeu. And Madrid is going to see it all. And the new crop of players who will develop for Real Madrid Football Club for this particular man called Don Carlo Ancelotti. And this man is actually doing the job very well. But boss, Luis Enrique, Enra, we didn't know whom komo kakra. Na Enra me say who ade bi dey na so man share 7 goals no. Be who ade bi wo Luis Enrique ho. Luis Enrique is becoming that coach. During that time, na Oba PSG Football Club, after some sack a lot of coaches, I love the being and all about the side of, PSG Football Club because Luis Ocampos and then Nasser Kelafi man just one job. Not about the Ligue 1 title, but it's about the UEFA Champions League. So this season, when you check the squad, any the kind of organization moment, PSG Football Club do room in every single match. You can easily admit, say, this is the football club who wants to win something this season in the UEFA Champions League. We shouldn't write PSG off.
PSG with Magic Champions League.
They can easily cause a lot of things.
PSG
going out in the knockout stages. Yes.
Wow.
And I'm here, you know, if you want to feel possession-based football, if you want to see long passes, if you want to see accurate passing, in terms of so who enjoy the sportainment of that particular, of any other sporting activities, you should enjoy PSG against, and I say under Luis Enrique, beating Brestois by 7 goals to 0. Oshe home and away now it's 10-0. And the exception of these possession-based football duels in the midfield, João Neves, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz is actually giving us that kind of touch. They would love to play in the midfield, but the form of Vitinha and João Neves and Fabian Ruiz warm in the midfield, no, it's very difficult for other substitutes or mere midfielders can some penetrate into the midfield of PSG Football Club. But then Bradley Bacolai, Ousmane Dembele as a classical striker currently for PSG Football Club, and then Courage Kelia at that particular attack will be leading the right wing for the side of PSG Football Club. He gives them a lot of moments when they are going forward. And in football, you have the moment. When the moment comes and you are playing very well, it adds a lot of favor and luck into your game. And Luis Enrique game it wasn't just about just playing the football.
Yeah.
It was a moment. And moments nearby, it was duly luck. And he did that thing in a perfect reaction.
Mate, Demaestro, Nedia Nono Ray, Jude ABOU, Bellingham, DIABY. Good day.